What's up, YouTubers? And before we get to anything, we may as well say this. Happy birthday to the 6th series of Yu-Gi-Oh! The 6th anime series, Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS. And may I just say, the first episode started off with a real bang. I truly could not take my eyes off. I'll admit, it did start off a bit slow at the beginning, Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS. But that's to be expected from the first episode, because we're just introducing the characters and what they are. But I'll get to the characters later. I want to talk about the storyline first. And the overall, like, what we think that was going to come. First of all, guys, let's talk about the posters that we got at the beginning. The little sneak peeks of Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS that we're getting. We knew from the get-go that this was an anime series upon the card game we all know and love, Yu-Gi-Oh! And that this time we're going to take a little bit of a different turn. Much like with Zexal, as we get the D-Gazers and how they like duel in another space, this one kind of does that but takes it way further. They duel online. And of course the first thing that popped into my head and popped into a whole lot of other people's heads is this going to be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Version of Sword Art Online? And of course, I'm thinking, this is not going to be good. Let's face it, guys, we all know what Sword Art Online is, and if you don't know, watch the anime. But Sword Art Online has the same concept. They basically go online, they transfer the consciousness online, and play through the internet with digital bodies. And I'm thinking, great, we got a Yu-Gi-Oh! Version of that. So we got this card game fused with this anime. I really can't see that working. Luckily, they didn't take it that far. They turned it into their own creation, which was incredible, really. They even got their own world, Link VRAINS. That is kind of awesome, really. And it also like teases as well, because we got the series name, VRAINS, in that title, along with the new kind of monsters that we got, Link monsters, which is kind of cool, really. They're kind of like recycling on their own words with things that we're all familiar with or going to be familiar with, instead of coming up with a whole new name. So at least then they're doing pretty well. But yeah, it's just pretty cool, really. The storyline started off, I'd say it kind of started off like Boruto's first episode. We got a sneak peek of like the dangers happening, but not like Boruto at the same time. Boruto started off with a sneak peek of what's happening in the future. In this case, we got like a little storyline that we don't know how it's going to affect the main story. We start off with these characters really which we don't even know. We can't even really identify them. We don't even know who or what they are. Which, of course, is shocking. Because, let's face it, we want to know who they are. At least with Boruto, we got the name of the main bad guy. We don't even know who these are. We learn later on that people get AIs, and that the main character that we all know... Oh, give me a sec, guys.
2,000 years later.
Ignis! There we go, found the name. The name was pretty hidden, guys, within the anime, so I really had to double check on it. We don't know what these life forms are, but we know the name of one of them, Ignis. And he's, I'm gonna say, like Astral was for Yuya at the beginning. Give him advice, really. But kind of different at the same time. We really don't know what the relationship's going to be like throughout the duel, because we haven't seen those two tag team with a duel. At the moment, all we know is that he's going to be in the duel desk. So, at the moment, I can only see this guy as an AI sort of character, which is going to be interesting, really. I really can't wait to see how this goes on. And of course, guys, we got the main character of it all, which honestly was a shocker. We're introduced to Yusaku Fujiki, And just like we've got how we give ourselves different names when playing online, guys, this guy honestly has a name that's touched me so. Player Maker. We got two makers in the house, guys. We got Player Maker on Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS, and we got the Peacemaker right here. Honestly. That's honestly incredible. Literally, guys, while reviewing this character, I feel like the maker's reviewing the maker. Oh god. But yeah, guys, honestly, there's not much I can say about this character. All we know at the moment is he's got amnesia, and he's doing all this. He's playing on VRAINS, and to get back his memory, and to help his friend get back his little brother, which is kind of cool, actually. Honestly, with the way his character is coming off, it acts like he doesn't care. But honestly, with that, it shows that he does care. But he's one of those types that really hides how he feels. So I'm pretty sure a lot of us can go along with this character and really see and really get where he's coming from. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of us are like that. Actually, we pretend to care, but really we do care, which is really relatable on a lot of levels. We're also kind of introduced as well to two other characters which we're pretty sure we all recognise from the opening. Go Onyxa, I know I probably messed up, and Blue Angel. Not much can be said about these characters because we don't really have them talk. All we got is their introductions and that they're like the top duelists. Playmakers are protagonists, so are we going to see him rise to the top, or are we going to see him befriend these two? Honestly, I'm really looking forward to see how this goes, right? But we already know from the end of this episode he bumps into Blue Angel. So who knows? Maybe it's going to start off with Blue Angel first. Maybe she's going to be the main female protagonist. She's going to be our Yuzu. She's going to be our Alexis. She's going to be our Taya. Who knows? Well, not Taya. She never dueled, so we'll know Taya. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. I can see a lot of potential for these characters. We don't know what kind of decks they're running, but judging from the opening title, Blue Angel uses like fairy kind of monsters, and Go-Onza use kind of like a Beast Warrior monsters. So that's kind of going to be pretty awesome, really. Speaking of the opening, guys, the opening! I really can't stop listening to it. It's a really awesome opening. One of the main things about anime, the openings. We need an opening that really hooks us in, and of course, this one hooked us in, built us up, and got us for a ride. It was intense, it was incredible. Oh, it was just beautiful, really. I really want to listen to it right now, but of course, I need a review for you guys. The ending, on the other hand, didn't really quite hook me in as much, really. But of course, I kind of like the visuals for the ending, really. It did get us a bit of insight into the character sort of bit, but the music just didn't really hook me in as much. It might grow on me, but at the moment, I wouldn't say much. There was one thing, guys, though, this episode really did get me down upon: the duels. Every first episode within the past Yu-Gi-Oh! Series had incredible duels, or at least half a duel. First Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, we had Kaiba vs Yugi, and Exodia blew us away. GX, we had Jaden vs Krala, and Flame Wingman knocked out the Engine Gear Golem. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, we had Yusei vs Trudge, and we had Junk Warrior really going to town on Trudge. Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, we had Yuya trying to beat Shark with what little amateur knowledge he had, and got introduced to Astro at the end of the duel in the first episode. On Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, we had Yuya versus against some character we're never going to see again, which is the champion at the moment. But at the end of the first episode, we get introduced to Pendulum Summon. Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS, we don't get like a main duel. We get little clips of Player Maker dueling, but we only see a monster. We only see like not a Link monster, but just some average monster, really, which I'm guessing is going to be like one of his average monsters. We don't get like a main duel, not throughout the entire anime. It's just a bit disappointing, but it probably does something which we all never really expected, because we were all hoping for a big duel. They set us up to what could be a mind-exploding duel. we knew that we were going to duel online, but we never expected them to be on like some sort of surfboards and dueling. We never expected something like this since 5Ds introduced quote-unquote card games on motorcycles. So, card games on surfboards? Hopefully that's going to be awesome, but judging from the previews of episode 2, it's going to get intense as well. I really am looking forward to see how episode 2 does. Hopefully the first main duel we'll see in episode 2 will be worth it. Because honestly guys, we need a main duel that can really hook us in. First episode did okay with introducing the characters, giving us a little bit of what the goal is, giving us a little insight to the main characters, and really giving us just something incredible. I honestly think guys, throughout the entire Yu-Gi-Oh series that we've had, Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh GX, 5Ds, Zexal, Arc 5, VRAINS might actually be the one to be relatable to us. Because the main character is a high schooler slash secondary schooler, and he goes and play Yu-Gi-Oh like online, which I'm pretty sure we all done, really. Even I play Yu-Gi-Oh online. So it's kind of cool actually. This one feels more relatable. So I actually feel like this anime might be one, might in the end, if they play the cards right, if they play the series just right, it can be one of the top anime. It could be one of the top Yu-Gi-Oh series that we've all been wanting. Will they be as dark as 5Ds became? We're all hoping. Oh, we're all hoping that, really. Will it be hilarious? No, I don't really see it having as many funny scenes, really. I see it starting off serious and then getting more serious as we go along. But who knows, really? Because the character at the moment, Yusaki, seems a bit, I'm probably butchered that name now I think about it. Yusaku, there we go. Yusaku seems serious at first, so hopefully he will lighten up as he goes along. Because we can't have like a really broody character, can we? Who's just all serious and doesn't have any time to relax. We need that character to relax. But yeah, guys, all in all, the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS, incredible. I give it a 4 out of 5 cards. It does need a little bit of improvement here and there, but of course, no first episode's of course a 5-star or 5 card rating, is it? I do have a lot of hope for this series. I have a lot of expectations for the first duel. So, let's hope that they deliver, guys. So I'm going to leave it at there, guys. I'm going to go listen to the theme tune once again. I really want to keep it in my head. Let me know, guys, what your thoughts are on Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS, and let me know what your hopes are for the future of this series, and let me know what your hopes are for the Link monsters that's going to appear. So until next time, guys, this is me signing out.